Yeah, yeah, yeah. Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising on this Wednesday, September the 11th, 2024, 911, 911, 911. It reminds me of the song 911 is a Joke by Flavor Flav. Appreciate the love. Thank you for coming on in. We're not going to be here long. As always, we're going to be here strong. There is no jury today. Moontunk is off the stand. Moontunk's lawyer, Mr. Right, or was Mr. Right Mr. Wrong, when he didn't explain, or did he explain enough of what was needed for Moontunk to take that plea deal? Nobody else to blame but Moontunk at this point. We moving on with this case. Day 127. Stand by for that reading. Let's go.
The lunar eclipse is in Pisces, September 17th, depending on where you are in the country, in the state, in the world. September 17th, September 18th, that type of time. In the beginning of eclipse season with a powerful, emotional, charged full moon lunar eclipse lighting up the skies on September 17th, September 18th in other countries. This also just so happens to be the supermoon, the second of four in a row, making this eclipse especially powerful and intense. In ancient astrology, eclipses were seen as portals opening into past lives, especially lunar eclipses. The veil is especially thin during these cosmic storms. Because of this, past life memories, lessons, and wounds may drift in, which could feel confusing and painful at first. Nevertheless, as with all eclipses, this is a golden cosmic opportunity to do some deep healing. The new moon of September 2nd prepared us for this. It reminded us to clean up our acts and create the space needed for what this Pisces eclipse is bringing us: release, purging, surrendering. Pisces tends to feel all of the pain of the world, making this an even more sensitive eclipse. We may find the hurts of the world unbearable at this time, which could drive us into numbness, reaching for escape mechanisms, dissociation, and avoidance. The dark side of Pisces, in other words, or we could step up and take full responsibility. We could tune into the energies of Saturn, so close by to this eclipse, and choose those escapes that serve us rather than harm us. Nature, music, art, meditation, and yoga. We can choose to transmute the nebulous energies of Neptune and use this planet's energy for deep self compassion in the face of our personal storms. We can choose to surrender to the divine plan rather than attempting to control the situation, which will only lead to confusion, anxiety, and feeling lost. Our higher selves are taking the wheel now. Eclipses are notorious energy for taking away one thing and giving us another. Placing faith in the bigger picture is what will guide us through what seems blurry and uncertain. The sextiles of both Pluto and Uranus from La Luna, the moon, offers opportunities for deeper transformation, evolution, and freedom. These Titan planets are aligned perfectly at this point, illuminating a great generational picture than we could have ever imagined. This eclipse is not just about us, it's about global healing, global surrender, global passion. When we see our suffering as part of the human condition, we cultivate a deeper love and sensitivity towards ourselves and everyone in our field. This is pure cosmic love at its finest. This is the oneness that Pisces craves. On a personal level, allowing emotions to move through us and for the cards to fail, pardon self, allow the cards to fall where they may is the best way to work this lunar eclipse. Tempering growth with limitation is key, knowing that we are being tested in some ways. Our commitment is being tested. Our willingness to create boundaries with empathy is one of the lessons being learned. There is so much love pouring in, too. Pleasure is there, too, and perhaps the most unexpected of places.
Cigarette. Yeah. So we're gonna get into this energy reading. That was for the eclipse season that begins September 17th, September 18th, depending on where you are in this country, in the world. And um, before we get to that next week, which is going to be a very trying week, we have Mars and the Sun on a 90-degree square, which means there is a half moon, what we would call possibly a half moon, but it's the first quarter of this energy, and um, with this full moon coming up next week and over the next weekend, we will begin to see these changes happening with this eclipse season. But let's not forget that the Mars is also squaring Saturn. So there's that energy. The Sun is opposing Saturn. So it's a lot of give and take, a lot of 2 steps back, 3 steps forward type of energy. Don't forget, this is 9/11. This is emergency. 911 is the emergency number here in America. So it gives me a lot of emergency vibes. Things can happen in the sake of an emergency, globally, personally, that type of sort. Be careful this weekend. It starts with Friday the 13th this weekend. And it's a very intense weekend, to say the least. Friday and Sunday, especially. Saturday may be the best of the weekend. But be careful this weekend. Be careful of accidents, getting into any kind of fights, cutting yourself while you're cooking. Things like that can be, be careful with knives and scissors and things like that. Be careful of your emotions. Don't, well, it's hard not to with Mars being in Cancer, but wherever the moon is, it's going to be amplified by Mars in Cancer. So the moon's in Sagittarius. Once it gets to Pisces, and next week, it's going to be a very emotional buildup to a lot of things that just needs to be purged, or things that need to come out, or things that need to be let go of, because it no longer serves you any good. Let's get into all of that. We're not going to be here long. We're going to be here strong. If you'd like to donate to the channel, just hit the ticker below, or you can see it in the ticker below. It's King Cooley 125. Make sure it's King Cooley 125 on Cash App and or PayPal. I appreciate all the love and the donations. Please hit the notification bell. I can't express that enough. Please like the video, dislike the video also. If you don't like it, you don't like it. Just hit the dislike button. Leave me a comment and let me know why or why not. Shout out to y'all for always showing me nothing but love on this channel, those that do. I'll be back on Clubhouse pretty soon, so you can look me up, King Cooley, on Clubhouse, where I'll be doing live energy readings. If you would like to get a live energy reading from King Cooley, please leave me a comment in the comment section where I can be able to reach you somehow. Or you can find me on King Cooley on Clubhouse. Like I said, King Cooley on TikTok, King Cooley on Threads, King Cooley on Instagram and Facebook. King Cooley on WhatsApp. Find me, let me know that you want that reading. It's by donations only at a suggested price. Appreciate the love, King Cooley. Let's get into the countdown. Yeah, King Cooley. We in the building, day 127. Gives me a lot of 911 police vibes. So we're gonna edit that. We're gonna get into that police situation in the ATL. And let's get into it. King Cooley, Nothing But Love, Day 127 YSL Rico trial. Let's go. Hey, Grand Rising to you and yours. So we're not going to be here long. We got the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So there's an offer. We already heard about some of the plea deals, some of the plea offers, but we're going to find out about some other offers that was made, possibly by the state, about some financial issues, financial energy. This could be also about the state getting more funding to proceed with this case, or they're asking for more money. Here with the Seven of Pentacles in the upright position, the answer is there is nothing left to give. You were giving all of the funds up front that you needed for this case. They're going to have to build a case of what they have. There's nothing extra as far as finances to proceed with this case. You may have some issues with people who have financial problems in the jury, people having financial problems with the defense attorneys. With a case of this magnitude and a case this long, pause, you have certain attorneys that they're not making money unless the client's making money. And if the client's not making money, they may not see their finances for a long time to come. Here with the Four of Wands in the upright position, this has a lot of proposals on the table. There is some finances that's necessary to take care of one's family. People are worried about their families not being taken care of. This is a proposal of some sort. It looks like a financial proposal, maybe a job offer, maybe some way to make some finances. We know Lil Woody's making money off of the case or off of his name because of his newfound fame. More power to Woody. But can Moontunk and the rest of them be the same? I have the Five of Cups in the reverse. So somebody's being left out of a deal. Somebody's being left out of the proposal. Something about the proposal is going to be reversed or revoked. Maybe somebody's plea deal is being taken back. But it's about family. It's 911, so a lot of people are reminiscing about what happened in 2001 with the World Trade Center in New York City. So my condolences go out to those families. But this is about world families. This is about the economy. This is about a lot of financial worries that people are having. That was one of the main topics yesterday in the debate about, the families of America are not making ends meet. So we have the same thing with this case. There's not going to be a lot of finances to go around to make this case meet. So there was a proposal to ask for more money. There's a proposal to bring in more expert witnesses, possibly, but the state doesn't have the funds to pay them. The state doesn't have the funds to put people up in hotels and fly them in for these case. This is for this particular case. Let's see what else we got. There is some sort of ghosting. Somebody left somebody behind, left somebody out, left somebody out of the truth. It's almost like being blindsided. Let's say you have a team, the state, even the state itself. Some members of the state's defense, the prosecuting team, doesn't agree with some of the other prosecutors on the case. You're going to see a dissension between prosecutors and the defense, where things will be broken down, where things will not be as smooth on either side. So you might have some defense attorneys who disagree with each other all of a sudden, because now it's getting down to the nitty gritty of the particular crimes for each count. You know, they tried the entire RICO count, which if they can't tie the money into it, it's going to be difficult to get all of those people involved. So they're making a proposal to try to tie the money uh, into this case, try to tie the fact that Young Thug Jeffrey Williams was King Slime, was the leader of said YSL so-called gang, which I don't see that here, but I do see finances being an issue. There was a proposal of somebody giving somebody some money, possibly. That's not the truth. The truth is they were offered a job, which they didn't take. There was an offer to help somebody's financial situation or somebody's family, to help pay for somebody's family, but that offer was denied. Again, 6 of Pentacles in the upright position. This is about equality. This is about getting paid for what you're worth. So we found out a lot about Moontooth's lawyer, Mr. Wright, who's been with Moontoot for 15 plus years since the last plea deal, since the last probationary period he got him 15 years ago. There's still a lot of offers on the table. Somebody sitting in the trial right now might be offered a plea deal or may change how this is moving forward financially. There's an offer to give up some more money, but the offer is denied. There was proposal. Things like this have to happen in advance. So there's going to be some begging, some borrowing, some lending of finances that we're going to hear about. We're going to hear about some money. In the next few days, I believe up until Friday the 13th, this reading is good for the next 48 hours. Finance is going to be a major, major issue in this case moving forward. We're going to find out that there were some offers of somebody offering somebody some money. They have to have proof of that. You know, we heard that AKA Birdman or someone was talking on the phone about giving somebody $250,000 in a car, Mr. Murphy, or Mr. Zachary, for his role in the Little Wayne bus shooting. We might hear a lot more about that coming up in the next few days. It's going to be about finances. It's going to be about money, money, money. Topic of the week, King Cooley. Thank y'all for coming in. Enjoy the case. Day 127. Finances is very important. Police officers may have been paid off. The district attorney's office and the police department may be after some money. They maybe have some money that was taken, but we're going to find out all those details. This is day 127. King Cooley, YSL trial, so-called RICO trial. The only RICO we've seen so far is Puerto Rico. King Cooley, we out.